Hectic life. Okay, good. So recording is started. Okay, good. Okay, Gaurshai Morhaba, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. And we are on the Sunday class. We have completed material master. One thing is remaining about the shelf life, and we will cover later that you enter the shelf life, and we'll do the demo of the shelf life. You enter the shelf life, the production data in the GR, and then it will, if you have set up the minimum shelf life, and if it is uh, uh, below that, then it is definitely give you a warning or an error to stop you from receiving it. So we'll finish that part, but let's continue. Other than that, we have completed material master in quite detail. You should do your configuration and practice, and if you face problem, please send me a screenshot in email, the support email ID. We check that email ID, send that support email ID, and then me and my team will help you resolve those issues. So practicing is your side, teaching is my side. Okay. Today we're going to start the business partner vendor master data. Let's learn short class today, 1 hour, but definitely we'll continue this topic on tomorrow is Monday. Yes, tomorrow 9 p.m. We'll continue this topic. Monday 9 p.m. Wednesday also business partner 9 p.m. And then Saturday. Um, what is Saturday I have? Oh, interesting. Saturday, I have a guest speaker coming from Europe. He's their supply chain planning software, AI-based planning software. So I will have a LinkedIn live show, a podcast with him. His name is Neil Vance. So I'm going to post the LinkedIn live show event today in LinkedIn. And so Saturday morning, I think I have with him around 9:30 or something. So by 10:30 I will be done. So Saturday the class will be at 11 a.m. not 10 a.m. Saturday class. Sunday I am good, same schedule. So hopefully by today and by Saturday we will be done done with the business partner. So Sunday we can start vendor info, not vendor, purchase info record, source list, quota arrangement, all the remaining master data will cover on Sunday. Okay, that's the agenda. And let me share my screen. And let me know if you see my screen. Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, this is I posted this one. I'm going to share with all of you, don't worry. The ones who are attending the classes, I will give it to all of you. The ones who are not attending, you have to go to my website and purchase for $5. I kept $5 because I just want to see the interest of you, because you're getting all this course for free, and if you don't spend $5 also, it looks like you are not a serious student for me. Yeah.
I
um,
got that one.
you got that, Mushfiq? Is good, you like it? Yeah.
Yes, it's very detail oriented and
Yeah.
everything is like it's like a cheat sheet.
Exactly, and this will help you in implementation. This will help you in interviews. This will help you. When you get a job, then you need a cheat sheet. What type of questions I have to ask? What, like, whole activate methodology? This is core. This how many, 6 or 7 files? This is something you all should have. I will share with you, but definitely I recommend Srinivas to purchase that. So you feel that you have paid $5. Okay, Srinivas? Yeah, I can give you for free. $5 is nothing for me, but I want you to feel, Srinivas, that you paid something. Okay. Um,
Yeah, every person.
yeah,
I
yeah,
purchase.
yeah. Do that, because I know you can. $5 is nothing for you, but it's just a matter of that commitment. Okay. For other
Yeah.
students here, I'm going to share with them. Okay. So why I'm bringing this one? Because what happened from ECC to S4 HANA migration, business partner is something not available in ECC. Business partner is not available. In ECC, we have a vendor master data and a customer master data, two separate tables, two separate data. Yes. But in S4 HANA, there's not business customer master data, vendor master. No, it is a business partner. A business partner can be anybody. A business partner can be a customer. A business partner can be a vendor. A business partner can be a vendor and customer both. One company is buying from a Walmart and selling to Walmart. Both possible. Yeah, both possible. So how can you do that? It was not possible there in ECC to have those. So that's why this is what SAP S/4HANA has done. So when you are in an implementation project, you need to understand what are those tables sitting in ECC related to customer and vendor master data, and how to bring those tables inside S/4HANA under the business partner. That's why I am opening this today, because um, not to sell all these for $5, but to make sure that you understand its importance. Okay, and today's business partner, this is a very important topic for this. Okay, in this context. Okay, so now you need to understand that. The second thing is that, you know, if you are this workshop preparation, and Mushfiq has seen that, so he can definitely appreciate that. So this workshop preparation, what happened is that you all are becoming a solution advisor, an consultant. Yeah, whether a junior or senior does not matter, but you are there. So what happened is that when you are in an implementation project, you are going to attend those either as a junior consultant, or you are part of the company and you are a power user, and you are attending those meetings as a power user. Yeah, but you are attending those design workshops, and these are the discussions going on there in those design workshops in implementation. So this is known as workshop preparation guide. You need to have this, as Mushfiq said, this is your cheat sheet. So before going to attend this meeting, you need to know what is that meeting about, what is the agenda of today's meeting, workshop, and what I should prepare myself for asking those relevant questions. And if somebody asks me those questions, what will be my response? That's why I have created this guide. Okay. A lot of thoughts goes when I do all this work on my own. Yeah, in the night time, I see, you know, how much applied it is a waste of time, whether I will use this thing or not. Like, a lot of things goes in my mind before I put all these things together. So when I do something and I deliver, you as a student, you can trust that there is a value for that. Yeah, if you think maybe sir is just saying all that, I think you don't deserve to be in my class then, because there's a lot of work going on here. Okay, so now I'm going to the we'll cover all this later when we have a implementation class. I'm not covering this as an implementation. I'm covering this today as a business partner topic. So here you see enterprise organization structure. You know, we covered all these. So how to extract all that. So we'll cover all these details as implementation class. What type of questions you have to ask when you're attending a design workshop related to enterprise structure. Then you have decision points. Okay, so let's continue that. I want to go directly to this topic. Domain number 2, what is there? Vendor master and business partner migration. Yeah, go through this, then we come to the system side and I will show you that. Okay, so what is this going on here? You see, pre-workshop preparation. This word pre is very important. Why it is pre? If you are a power user or if you are a consultant, this guide is written for a consultant. Yeah, like you are a consultant and this guide is helping you to prepare for that workshop. So that is pre-workshop preparation for whom? For an consultant. Yeah, for an consultant, this he is doing all that. Okay, when I was working for PwC in as a supply chain strategy consultant in New York office, we have all these given to us by PwC, the list of questions we have to ask to the client when we attend those meetings or those workshops. The PwC has all those list of questions. So we look so smart in front of the client, because the client have no idea that I have been given by my boss all those questions and I'm asking that and I prepared myself. Okay, this is the background story of a consulting industry. Yeah, so now you can also become like that, because I am teaching you and I know how the consultants do that, as I have done myself. Okay, so now you see here that data point. Okay, data point, how to extract and why it matters. You're seeing this, Srinivas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it you started feeling that this is a good thing or not?
Yeah, it's good, sir.
Yeah. So you see that the total vendor count, now you know that LFA1 is a table from the old ECC. Yeah, LFA1 is a table from old one. Yeah, so you know, you generate that in ECC and you know how many vendors are there. Yeah, and then you can do active versus inactive vendor. You can do that analysis. Yeah, the deletion flag and all that you can see. This is the field known as deletion flag. Then the third one is that the vendors per purchasing organization. You can do that analysis in the ECC LFM1 table. You can see, hey, the vendors are mapped to the purchasing organization. So now you can say for this purchasing organization, how many vendor, this one, how many men. So this is all what you are doing. You are extracting the right data from where? From ECC. All these documents I have created is for ECC to S4HANA migration. What? Brownfield project. Always remember the theme of all these documents is brownfield project. Okay, see, brownfield project. The brownfield project. Why brownfield project? Because we are migrating from ECC to S4HANA. This is not a greenfield project. If it is a greenfield project, then you are Afifa, you can let anybody in. Yeah, please take care of that part.
Ji, sir.
Okay, thank you. You are a host, yeah, Afifa?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you are a host or not?
No, I'm not.
Okay, let me make you host then. 1 second. Mushfiq is again going out and back. Come on, what happened, Mushfiq? What happened, Mushfiq? You are out. What happened?
No, I just changed my device.
Oh, okay. So Afifa, I have made you so you can manage this part, please. Yeah. So let me.
Ji, sir.
Okay, let me focus on this side then. Okay, so the is all brownfield because we are migrating from SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA, and if it is going from any non-SAP system to HANA, then it is known as greenfield project. Yeah, so we are this focus of all these documents you will see is for the brownfield project. Okay, just keep this in the context. Otherwise, you will feel like why I am talking here about. Where is that guy gone? Okay, so this is all the data extraction going on from the ECC vendor master data. You see, so you got all the data, bank data, this data, one-time vendor data. This is the filter. You get all these data. You are downloading from where? From ECC. And then why you are downloading? Then you have to migrate this to S4HANA. Okay, that's why you are doing that. Okay, so now you understood the tables. So now if somebody says, hey, what are the tables in ECC? This is LFA1, LFB1, blah, blah. These are the tables in ECC. Okay. Now you are going here in the business partner side, which is your S4HANA. What you must know. Okay. Cold means by heart. Yeah. Okay, the mandatory S4HANA change. In SAP S4HANA, what happens is that the traditional vendor master MK01, XK01 T codes, and these are the tables, is replaced by the T code BP. Agree? And then we have the tables BUT 000 and all that thing. Yeah, so I will show you that. So the tables. So, but these are the tables from ECC. And these are the T code from ECC for vendor master. The T code is BP, and the tables are BUT 000. I will show you that. Okay. So now you see. Now what happened is in S4HANA, because the business partner can be a customer, a business partner can be a vendor. This is how it is structured in S4HANA. So how you know a business partner is a customer or a business partner is a vendor? It is because of the role. So now you know inside the business partner, we have different roles. BP role as a vendor, BP role as a customer. Now you know that you are defining them as a role. Yeah, FLVN and FLCU. CU is customer. I will show you that. So now you have the different roles for different entities, customer and vendor. And inside that customer vendor also, now you have FLVN. Okay, this is a role for vendor, but then you have 01 and this one. Why is that one? Because now you have different types of data, like general data. General data means at the client level. Yeah, you saw that in material master, 3 levels. Yeah, what is the 3 level? Client level, plant level, and storage location level. Remember, Afifa? Client level, plant level, and storage location level. Yeah, the material
Yes,
master
sir.
data. Okay, so then the vendor master data is also at 3 levels. You remember anybody? Who are the 3 levels? Vendor master data?
General level, company code level, and purchasing level.
General level is Afifa is your client level. Okay, very good.
Yes, sir.
General level is client level. Okay, and company code level and purchasing organization level. Okay, not purchasing level, purchasing
Organizational level.
okay, very good. So this is how it is structured in business partner. Okay, and then we have inside the company code level, you have both purchasing and the finance. Yeah, you have the data separated there. Agree?
Yes, sir.
You have the vendor finance data is also there, separate role created. Okay. Now you see here, this is the ECC side, this is the HANA side. Yeah, so create vendor. Now you are doing this BP, create business partner, with role FLVN00. This is the general role. Okay. Then you have here create vendor central. See here, create vendor purchasing MK01. Create vendor central. Central means the client level data. Okay. Which has both no, not the client level. It has both purchasing and accounting. Central means consolidated. In the ECC language, central means consolidated, both purchasing and accounting. You can do it here. But if you want to not do central, you want to just create a purchasing data, use MK01 in ECC, and here use BP and then create a role FLVN00. Purchasing. If you want to create an accounting data for vendor, before it was FK01, now same BP T code, but you're creating a role FLVN01. 01 is for accounting, 00 is for purchasing. Okay.
Sir, in real time, generally, what level, central level it will create, right?
Real time, what happened is, Srinivas, we are responsible for the purchasing side. Agree? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And the FICO
Yes,
guys are responsible for accounting side. Yeah. So,
Yes,
so
sir.
we,
But
Mhm.
yeah, my one question, sir.
Yeah.
When I see some of the customers, they used to create it SK01 by using that. Okay, that time it is a central, right? So, so it is not required to create at purchasing level and the accounting level.
Yeah. But central has both. Yeah. Central has both. Yeah. So you are doing both. But if you are divided the role of the work, saying, supply chain procurement responsible for purchasing data and then accounting for FK01 accounting data. You see, you can do those also. If somebody is doing both together, they can do it. Depends upon the company. Yeah. So that's why in the MM side, in the project, you are responsible for the purchasing side of the data only. Yeah, the purchase organization side. So then you are going to create these roles. Yeah, FLV and 001.
Yes.
Yeah. For the accounting side, the FICO guy is going to do that one, but they both belong to the BP. So it is a FI collaboration going on. Yeah, FI collaboration. Okay. Okay, so now change here. You have to go MK02, SK02, FK02. Here you just have to go to BP, exactly same. Yeah, and then click on the change, and you can select the role and change. Nothing. Only one T code BP. You see here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll learn more about that in the system. I just want you to understand this from here to here mindset, because this is new in HANA. It was never been in ECC. So the consultants like Srinivas coming from ECC, they need to get that mental map that what is here, what is here, Okay. This is important. All right, Srinivas, this is where you will differentiate yourself from the other MM consultant. Okay. Asking the right question at the right time. Asking the right question at the right time. Yeah. Most of the questions we think when we come in at home and we sleep, and then we say, oh, I should have asked that in the meeting. Why I didn't ask that question? It happens, yeah, to all of us. Yeah. Yeah. While coming home and driving the car, and you say, oh, I should have asked that question, man. Why I didn't ask? That was the question which will make me get a promotion. Why somebody else asked that question? You see, this happens to all of us. Yeah. So the presence of mind sometimes get blocked, yeah, because of overwhelming work we have, yeah. But if you plan and prepare, then your presence of mind will support you. Okay. So what is plan and prepare? This one, question bank. As I was telling you that in PwC as a strategy consultant, I get all these question banks for my supply chain strategy from PwC, and I prepare all that, and then I meet clients, and then I meet the VP of supply chain of multi-billion-dollar pharma companies in Chicago. I take a flight in the morning, go there, land 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, my meeting, and I look so smart in front of the VP supply chain, and he has no idea. In the flight, I was going through all my questions. there's a 2 or 3 hours flight from New Jersey to Chicago, and that is enough for me to prepare for the meeting, you know. So I do all that and then meet the client, and then client is very impressed because he never thought all those details. Yeah. Why? Because of this preparation. Okay. So now you all have to prepare. Yeah. Like this question: how many vendors do you have in SAP? Like this is ECC. Yeah. How many are actively used? Blah blah. Like you're asking that, but you definitely ran all the ECC reports, you analyzed it, you prepared for the workshop. So these questions are like good, but you are saying that, hey, for this question, I did some prep work, and here is a slide which shows in ECC, these are your active vendors, these are your total number of vendors. You have done some work already, okay? Don't ask this question. If you ask this question without doing an ECC analysis work, what I have shown you here, then you will look like a dumb guy, okay? Agree?
Yes, sir.
So you need to do all those analysis I have shown you before going to that workshop. This part, you see, the data point. You have to do all this, total vendor count, active, inactive. You run all these reports in ECC, create your PowerPoint slide, use AI Cloud Co work now, but I've shown today. That's very interesting. Okay, do all that, and then come to this meeting and say, hey, my question number 1 is about the total number of vendors, how many are active, non-active, and here is what the report I have, slide number 1. Do you agree with this? Any other comments you have? Yeah, you understood how you drive the workshop now? Yeah. Okay. Establish actual migration scope. Now here's the scope coming on. Yeah, like active vendors. These are the only active vendors you have, or do you think you have any other active vendors? By mistake, it has been inactive. Yeah, whatever. These are the questions you provoke, yeah, in the meeting. Okay, who is responsible for creating and maintaining vendor master? Master data management is very important question. Like, you know, who is managing this vendor master? I want to meet that person. And who is managing all that data? Yeah, because data is crap here, then this guy is responsible. Yeah. Okay. Do any vendors also act as customers? Why you asking this question, Srinivas? Do any vendor act as a customer? Why this question is important here now in this context?
In this context, the vendor and the customer are both the same. They used to supply and they used to again purchase that.
Okay. So as a SAP MM consultant, you have to say this was not important during the time of ECC, because you will have definitely 2 different master data for customer and vendor. Now it is important because one entity can play both the roles of customer and supplier.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I want to know who are those which are playing both the roles of supplier and customer, so that I can create a business partner for that one, and then I connect those partner, vendor and supplier, customer to one business partner under the CVI integration, customer vendor integration. You see that, the triangle? Business partner, yes, customer, and vendor. So I want to make sure I configure those separately. If somebody is playing both the roles, okay?
Yes, sir.
If somebody is playing one role, it's easy. One business partner, one role. Business partner, supplier. Another business partner, customer. Very easy, 1 to 1. But if there can be 1 to 2, and I want to separate those in this discussion. Understood now?
Yes, sir.
See the language we use. Yes, Invoice.
One partner we are going to create. For that, we are going to create 2 roles.
You got it. Understood?
Yeah, vendor. Yeah, vendor role as well as customer role.
If one guy is doing 2 jobs,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 1-to-1, 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 1-to-1. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. If they say
Yes, sir.
Samsung is my customer and Samsung is my vendor, Walmart says that, then Samsung become that guy. One business partner, Samsung
Yes.
as customer, Samsung as vendor. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. This question is important. That's why today's business partner, I want to start from here before I show you all that in BP and all that. This is the way you become a solution advisor. If I just jump on BP in S4 HANA, you become a configurator. Okay. Okay. You understood the importance of this. Now, next question. How do you store your vendor's Canadian business number? Like this is more GST, HST, don't worry. This is your collaboration with your FICO consultant. Yeah, they take care of the whole, the GST, HST, tax and all that. Yeah, don't worry. They will lead this topic, the tax part. Huh? You go back to your own thing. Do you have vendor setup for EFT, electronic fund? This is also the FICO guys will take care, because this is a workshop attended by both MM and FICO. Okay, remember that. There's no separate workshops. One workshop for the business partner. Yeah. And both FICO and MM are joining that. Okay. So you are asking your question, they are asking their questions. Okay. But you need to know what you have to drive. Okay. Are there any vendors on evaluated receipt settlement where you auto-generate the invoice based on the goods receipt? Ravi, you remember ERS?
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain to me then why this question is important here.
Sir, I couldn't remember.
Okay.
quickly.
No problem. See, what happened is that if you are thinking about consignment vendor, yeah, consignment stock, yeah, the vendors who are giving you consignment stock, yes. So what you are doing with them? You're not posting the invoice. You're doing the settlement. Agree? You're doing the settlement.
Yes, sir.
The amount of stock you have consumed or used from that consignment stock, you have to settle that payment. Agree? Settle that payment. You are not using Miro to post the invoice, because the vendor is not sending you the invoice for that particular stock which you have consumed or used out of the consignment stock. Agree? So vendor is not
Yes,
giving you.
sir.
You're not doing the Miro in that process. So what you are doing? You are settlement of the invoice. Settlement of the invoice means you are paying for the quantity you have consumed or sold. Yeah. Okay. So then what happened? ERS is a functionality which is going auto generation of all that. Auto generation means you have such a good relation or partnership with that vendor that you are let the system do all those settlement for you. Agree? But if the
Yes, sir.
supplier
Yes.
is not good, is not credible, trustable, so much problems coming with the supplier in terms of the PO price and the quantity, what he told he is going to give, what he has given to you. Like you don't have that, then you want somebody to manually control that whole process. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But if you have some of the regular suppliers, and then you say that, for these particular suppliers, I want SAP S4 HANA to automate the invoice settlement process, then you use ERS. If you don't want this to happen, then let the accounts payable guy control that part. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you are doing vendor segmentation by manually reviewing the invoices or auto settlement. You see vendor segmentation now? This is another way of doing vendor segmentation. Yeah. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. Srinivas, understood the discussion?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm clear.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Do you have vendors that supply to multiple plants or DCs? Are any vendors restricted to a specific location? Afifa, why this is important question? Multiple plants or DCs? Why you are asking this in the workshop?
Sir, I'm not sure about it.
Okay, very good. So now what happened is that, as we know that we have structured this by client, company code and purchasing organization level. So now you know that there can be more than one company code, and each company code can have more than one plants. We have learned all this in enterprise structure. Yes. So now you want to know through your enterprise structure, the number of vendors you have, how they are mapped to this enterprise structure. Yeah. Understood, Rabia? Now you're saying, hey, these vendors are only serving this plant. These vendors are only serving this plant. These vendors are connected to this purchasing organization. This vendor is connected to this because this plant is supported by this purchasing organization. So I want all these vendors to be connected to this purchasing organization only. Yeah. Or these vendors, they are supporting all the plants. So I want these vendors to be connected to this company code. You understood now how I am trying to connect that whole enterprise structure and vendor mapping? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is important. This is the discussion in the workshop. Let's see your enterprise structure. We have already discussed in the last workshop. This is what your enterprise structure looks like. Okay. This is all. You have a vendor list of 1,000 vendor or 500 vendor, whatever. Let's do the mapping of the vendor connected to which plant, which purchasing organization, which company code. You see now the importance, Srinivas, coming of this question? Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's why when you become a solution advisor, your implementation is always successful because you think all these details. Yeah. If you are not a
Yes,
solution advisor, then what you do, you just don't ask these questions. You say that, okay, I will set up the BP, I will do the vendor master, I will do this, I will create the roles, I am done. And go live, post go live, one of the plant is complaining, I cannot buy from this particular vendor. And then you say, okay, others are buying, why don't you extend it? And then the power user come. And then you say, I'm getting some errors and doing setup on the, okay, let's get the ticket for support ticket for this problem. Why you're getting all the support tickets? Because you have not worked on this question properly. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, we will connect this vendor, these vendors,
Mhm.
some of these with a company code.
Because they
And
are
some of
supplying
these
to,
with-
yes, yeah, some with the company
And
code
some
and
of these with purchasing
yes,
organization.
yes. You see, because you have 3 levels, yeah, client, company code, and purchasing organization. Agree? You have 3 levels, yeah.
Yes,
So all these vendors, if the vendors are supplying to all the plants in that company code, you connect to the company code. Agree? Yeah, company code purchase. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then if he's supplying to only one plant, then you look at the purchasing organization supporting that plant. You connect to that guy. You see?
Yes, sir.
So this is how you are mapping them so that you can make sure that those plants buyers issue a purchase order, and when they do ME21N, they can select that supplier. If they are unable to select a supplier, it's a problem of the configuration because nobody is.
Sir,
Yes. Yeah.
sir, one question, sir.
Yeah.
If I am going to create at company code level, the supplier,
Mhm.
okay, it is a global level, right?
Mhm. No, don't say global.
So-
No. Hold on.
It is a central level,
No. Don't use the global word. Don't use the center. The company code, there can be many company code in the world.
See,
Remember the enterprise structure.
yeah. If I create the company code level,
Mhm.
okay, I'm going to use for all the plants.
For that company code.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I create only at plant level, I'm going to use it only plant level.
Exactly. For only that plant can purchase from that vendors. Other plants cannot purchase from that vendors.
Yes. Example, sir. One more question on that. Okay. If I create the vendor at the company code level, the vendor I want to use for 2 or 3 plants.
Hmm.
I want to restrict for other plants.
Hmm.
How to do that?
Yeah, you can rush. I will show the configuration. You can do that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You can use that because then you have to use the other data, the source list, and you can block it. Yes, Rabia, you remember in the source list, you can block the vendors. Yeah, you can.
Tausif, right?
Yes.
But I
Yes.
think,
Yeah.
if you are not creating a vendor under the company codes, how you can create on the plant level, like the purchasing group? You have to create on the first you have to create on the company code, then it goes down to the purchasing group, right?
Yeah, you're creating. The discussion is not creating. That you are creating all the vendors. You have to create.
Mhm.
The discussion is about the mapping purpose. Yeah, that you are mapping to a company code. You're mapping to a plant. Where you are mapping is a discussion. Creation is not a create. You have to create. You have to create. But where you are
Yes.
mapping and whom you're authorizing to purchase from that particular vendor, you have a BP, and then you have a source list also where you can block certain vendors saying, hey, this plant cannot buy from these vendors. You have others master data. Okay.
Yes. Yes. So to have map under the purchasing organization, it also has to be mapped on the company level, right? First.
Yeah. The company
Yes.
code, plant, and then that
Then
plant
the
is
per
connector is the purchasing organization. So you are
understood.
mapping it to the purchaser. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Agree? Yeah, you will
Yes.
see in the system. But I want you to conceptually understand this, the importance of these questions and how you will participate in these questions when you are sitting in that workshop. Okay? Till now going good?
Good, sir. I
Okay.
understand.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Mushfiq, you have this document, you can read it. Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that part is done. So now I am done with that. The remaining I will not take you. When the class comes, we'll do that. And then let me go back to here. Stop one thing. Okay, then I have in India we have a Rabia movie time 3 hours, 3.5 hours movie. You know, Bollywood movies. Today I am like 10 a.m. to 1:30, 3.5 hours. The Bollywood movie is not ending today. Srinivas, you saw the movie Dhurandhar?
No, sir. I know only English and Telugu. I am from
Oh,
Telugu.
you are English and Telugu. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I heard
Uh,
the funny thing happened, Srinivas. There was somebody who asked me, he said in the office, yeah, we have a lunch. He said, in Bollywood, they show so many things which is not real and all that. I said, you have not seen Telugu movies. He said, what about that? He said, they take a gun and then they light their cigarette with the gun like this. Is it true? I said, yes. I said, Telugu movie is beyond Bollywood movie.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He was laughing. He said, never saw. I said, yeah, you should watch South Indian movies. So they can do a lot more than what the Bollywood heroes can do. That's true, Srinivas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am at near to your place, sir, Raipur.
You visited Raipur?
No, right now I am in Nagpur, sir.
Nagpur?
Yes, sir.
And you visited Raipur before?
No, sir. No, sir.
No? Okay. I studied from Raipur Engineering College. 1995, there was a government engineering college there. I passed electrical engineering, electronic instrumentation engineering, 1995 batch. Yeah. I'm
At
passed
that
out
time,
from where you
at
were
that time
95. Yeah.
I was in ninth class, sir.
You were in the 9th class. See? Funny story. While I'm opening another file here. Funny story. I don't like engineering and all. I tell you, Srinivas. Yeah. The reason I did engineering is because my dad wanted me to be an engineer. Yeah. My elder
Yes,
brother is
sir.
an engineer, electrical, and he's a PhD in electrical. He's a real engineer. Yeah. He's working for. Now, see, it's all recorded here, so it's okay. So he's working for a company. Okay, I will not go more. So he is a real engineer, and I'm a fake engineer. Yeah, like my dad asked me to follow the path of my elder brother. So I'm electrical engineer. I'm a very good student. You give me a book and you leave me, and I will pass with the good marks. Okay, whether I understand or not understand, that's another problem. Okay, so I'm very good student. So I did very good. I got good grades. Although I become an engineer. And then I asked my professor, I said, sir, I did this course, this degree I got, suggest me some career advice, He looked at me, of course, I got good grades and all, so he cannot argue on the grade side. He looked at me and he said, you're not an engineer. I say, yes, I know that. So I said, then what you suggest me then? He said, your smile is good. You become a salesman. He suggested me to become a salesman. Can you believe that?
Yes, sir. It all by seeing our
Yeah,
personality, they can say
personality.
that.
Yeah. He said because, and I said, thank you for the career advice. You know what I did, Srinivas?
Yes, sir.
I became the salesman.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I was selling. I was selling vacuum cleaners and many other things in medical hospital equipment. I went to Saudi Arabia. I was selling X-ray machines and yeah, I was enjoying the sales job. I tell you, I was enjoying the sales job. So that's my personality. That's why you see me talking, not getting tired, because that's part of my personality. You know. Then I came to Canada to 2001, and then studied supply chain and all that. So that's the second part of my career. But first part of my career is utilize what you're good at. Okay. So now you see this screen, going back to the topic. You see my screen, business partner, customer, vendor integration. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are going to follow this document. I'm going to post it in the Google Drive. I have to do all this posting from yesterday's class also. I want you all to be look at this document, and we are going to follow this document for our configuration. Okay. So setting up the business, because this topic, you see, it has so many steps. This is the 19 pages. Yeah. If you do it without looking at the document, your cheat sheet, you will definitely make mistakes, lots of mistakes. Okay. So you need to keep this when you are doing it. I do that. I keep this one, and then I do configuration, and we have no problem. Afifa, you have a sample data also. Yeah. Afifa has created some sample data. She said that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll use that data. Okay, so then you have, see, setting up the business partner configuration. The customer, vendor. Yeah, we covered all that. Business partner, the general. Let me main steps I'm telling you here. Then I open the system. Okay, the main step here is go here. Okay, so this is the BP screen. You see, set up the BP. This is the BP screen. We'll go that and do that BP. We enter a T code BP, and then you will see. And there are three here: person, organization, and group. Person, organization, and group. Yeah. So what we will select? We select the organization. Yeah. If somebody, like example, an employee of the company, or somebody, he's also your customer or your vendor, contractor, consultant, then you don't have to create an organization. You can create that as a person. Okay, you understood the three levels of a company. It can be a one guy running a company, person, or it can be whole organization. Usually we set up vendor as organization, or it can be a group of people on that. Yeah, three levels on that. You see, the type of the company can be three levels: person, group, or organization. Yeah. So always remember that when you're doing a vendor segmentation in the workshop, ask this question: how many of these vendors are your consultants, contractors? You know, so that why you asking this question? So you don't have to create them as an organization, Srinivas. You can create them as a person. Okay, you understood that? Those are the questions you have to include in the workshop.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, can you come again this topic?
Can
person, yeah.
Person, organization, and group. What happened is that now we are here. You see you enter the T code BP, and you are creating an organization. Agree? Yeah, because you selected this, you clicked on this. That's why. If you don't click on this, you click on the person. So the vendor can be a consultant. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
If IT consultant is an independent consultant, freelancer. Yeah, is a freelancer. Yes, you found that freelancer from Upwork or some other websites. What do you want to do with that guy in the system? You cannot create an organization for that freelancer. Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you have an option to create that one time, create that freelancer for whatever consulting he's doing as a person.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir. I understand. Yeah.
Still he is but he is a person. It's not an organization. You understood that? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So when you are doing this ECC to S4HANA migration, you have all the list of vendors, 5,000 vendors given by you downloaded from the table. Then you are analyzing it, saying, hey, which of these are person? Which of these are organization? Which of these are groups? You understood now how you are dividing them? Yeah?
Sir, what is the difference between organization and group?
Organization is definitely a big company. Okay, it's a company like the company you work for. Okay, the group is like is an extension of a person. It's not a one person, maybe few people running something. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So it's
okay.
between the person and organization is a group. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So most of the companies you will deal with as a vendor will be part of definitely an organization. But you don't want those independent consultants or a group of consultants to be mapped as a organization. You don't want to do that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what part of the workshop is. This question you include, because it's not there in the workshop question, you include this question. Yeah. Say, hey,
Yes.
I want to do vendor segmentation by person, organization, and group. And then they will say, hey, what does this mean? Then you explain to them, what does it mean? And they will say, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Or I have these 50 consultants working for me in different areas, compliance and IT and blah. Oh, you should take all of them and throw under the person. They are not an organization. See, you have cleaned up the vendor master data. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So
Sir,
now, yes.
Sir, one more question. If the person is working with the third party,
Hmm.
then we are going to create as a vendor supplier, right? Vendor, right?
Yeah. If this guy is working for a company, then that entity, you have to define who is an entity. Yeah. Like,
Yes,
is
sir.
it independent entity or a dependent entity? If it's dependent, then make that as an independent, whoever is independent. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Very good. Okay. So now you know the step one is creating this, and this is where we are selecting the roles and all that. Okay. So we'll follow that, then set up the FI vendor. The vendor role under the company code. So we have the company code. We are creating this role, vendor role, finance data. Yeah, we got that. Then we have here the purchasing side of it. You see, this is the role FLVN01 supplier. There's a purchasing. Under the purchasing side, you're entering that. Yeah, that data. Okay, it's the supplier connected to the purchasing organization. How you know it's connected to purchasing organization? Because you are setting up here, you are selecting the purchasing organization also for that. So this particular supplier is connected to this purchasing organization. Okay, that's how you are mapping it. You see, you can have multiple purchasing organizations selected for this particular vendor. That's how you're mapping it. This vendor is selling to this plant only, or this plant only, or all the plants, or all that. You're doing it from the here. Okay, good. And you learn in enterprise structure that a purchasing organization can be connected to one plant or two plant, or it can be connected directly to a company code. You learn all that. Yeah, you remember. If I say this vendor is connected to this purchasing organization, but this purchasing organization is connected to a company code, you understand now. Yeah, everybody understood that who are attending this class? Yeah, the mapping part. Okay, Rabi understood. Okay, setting up the customer. So this is another one. A vendor can, a business partner can be a vendor, can be a customer. So a business partner number can be same, but the role is different. Here, FLCU. That was FLVU. Here is FLCU. Just remember that. And the roles are different. You see here, the role is FLVN. FLVN is vendor, and FLCU is customer. CU customer. VN vendor. You see, CU. So same business partner can have either a vendor or a customer. If it is like that, then you have to create two roles, one for vendor and one for customer. The partner will be same. If there is no not like that, then you just don't have to do this configuration. You are done with that configuration. You have created a vendor and you connected with the purchasing organization, the business partner connected to the supplier, it's done. You don't have to do this part. This part you only have to do when that business partner is playing both the roles of a vendor and a customer. Then only you do this. Okay. If a business partner is doing a role of only a customer, then you don't have to do this work. This work you don't have to do. The supplier part. What you will do, for that particular business partner, you are not going to do this supplier part. You will directly jump to the customer part, setting the customer here. Understood why you have this same document can be used for all the three scenarios. Only setting up the vendor, which is this part, set up vendor. Only setting up the supply vendor, the finance part, and the supplier purchasing organization, and then only setting up the customer, or setting up both under the same business partner. Everybody understood that the difference here? Yeah. Okay. So here is this customer is under the company code. Okay. Now you got that. But I think I have not covered into enterprise structure completely detailed, but we'll see. If I got a time, I will definitely cover that. So as a vendor is connected to purchase organization, customer is connected to what, Afifa? Customer is connected to sales and distribution. Yeah, sales and distribution. Yeah. Vendor is connected to purchasing organization and customer is connected to sales and distribution. Okay, always remember that the enterprise structure, you are mapping vendor to the purchase organizations and company code plant, and for the customer you are mapping it to where? Sales organization, distribution channel, division. You are mapping it that side. Yeah, the customer is mapped on the sales organization, distribution. And where is the sales organization? All that is sitting under the sales and distribution. That's where. So if you see down, you see sales organization, distribution channel, division. That's where the enterprise structure will pop up, because you want to map your customers to the sales organization. You want to map your vendors to the purchasing organization. Srinivas, samajh mein aaya? Yeah, you understood, Srinivas?
Yes,
How
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
customer master and vendor master are getting mapped, yeah, to the enterprise
Yes, sir.
structure. Yeah, this is very important. When we do the configuration, you will see all that, but get it conceptually, and this document will definitely, this is the best. I've searched so many documents. This is the best one I found, which is very helpful for all of us, yeah, to do this configuration easily. And we will do that. Monday and Wednesday class, we will finish this topic, configuration part. Okay, so now you have this is a credit segment, all the details I'm not going to talk now. We'll talk in the class. Business partner customizing, and so your synchronization topic is very important. I will discuss in the next class. You have to synchronize. That is the CVI integration comes. The three entities you have now: business partner, customer, vendor. You need to synchronize all of them. Yeah. So we'll talk about all that. So now I think the concept part is good. You all understood the concept part now. In the business partner, I think this what I was trying to do that in 1 hour. Now you all are comfortable in the business. Rabia, itna theek hai? The concept of understanding the business partner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Its confidence is there now. Yeah, that you can easily reply to those interview questions and all about the business partner and details. Yeah, like that should not be a problem now. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see that here. So that is the BP. You see, this is Srinivas, you see the person organization group. You see on top.
Yes.
Yeah, the BP.
Yes,
So
sir.
there is no BP01, BP02, BP03. No, not BP. Like it is same one BP. Yeah, and then you come here and then you do that. Okay. So you see here, open BP, and you can drop that, and you can enter the business partner number. If you have any number here, let me see, or I can find a number. Okay. Okay, BP 0. Okay, you see, this is the BP role, supplier, business partner number. You see. Okay. Good. So, so this is my business partner. The role is, this is the general. When you have a general, then you have all this data representing the general side of it. Yeah. Okay. Name, address, all that thing. Yeah. Okay. This is all that. Identification, control, payment transactions. Yeah. Bank details. Yeah. Status. Yeah. Active, not active, whatever. Okay. Then if you go change the role here and you say that, okay, let me see the vendor side of it. No, where is the supplier side of it? This one, 01. vendor BPB00. So there's
Sir, I think you should click on that change button, display change.
oh yeah, the change button. Yeah, okay, thank you. This one. Yeah. This is the change button. Yeah, this is the change button. Okay, thank you. Now I can see this. Okay. So now I think it is the 01. I think which one should I select? Let's see where he has mentioned. So many of them he has done. Okay, not this guy. General, business partner, vendor, customer, supplier, maybe that guy. Yeah, this one, you see. Okay, so now I change the role from general to supplier. Immediately you see this purchasing popped up. Yeah, the purchasing. Before it was not there. This purchasing popped up. Why? Because now I'm looking at the vendor master. Under the same business partner, I have a vendor supplier. Yeah, now you click on the supplier side. Yeah, now you see that the purchasing organizations which are mapped to this one. So if you drop down this, you see there's nothing he has mapped it. Yeah, there's nothing mapped it here. He has not completed that exercise of mapping the purchasing organization. So if I do that, so that's we are creating it. Yeah, so we are creating it, and we are so now if you see I just added one purchasing organization to this supplier. It was not there. I added that, so I can see now all the purchasing related master data. You know, you saw that some of that in the material master purchasing view. Now here are the views of the vendor side of the purchasing. Yeah, so vendor purchasing. So you have see that the purchasing payment terms. You see, Srinivas,
Yes, sir.
you
Yes,
asked
sir.
input terms. You see, this is the input
Yes,
terms.
sir.
Yeah. So here
Yes,
you
sir.
see
Yes.
whatever I showed you there in the picture. It is all here.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. And
yeah, this is what you standard. This is the worldwide standard. Whether you work in American company, Europe, or anywhere in India, they all use this term because these are the standard Incoterms. Okay, the 18 of them. Okay, so now you know that where to save. Okay. So this is the Incoterms here, purchasing data. We will learn all the details of all these ABC indicator. See this one, GR based invoice verification. What is this, Rabia? GR based invoice verification?
Sir, when we receive goods, at that time vendors sends us invoice.
Yes. Then keep going.
Then then the warehouse manager verify this.
Yes. Then
Enter into the system.
yeah. Confidence lose for Rabia. Okay.
sir, once
Yeah.
the physical goods is
Yeah.
available in our warehouse,
Yeah.
okay,
Huh?
that time we are going to keep that. We are going to verify. Once the goods is received in our warehouse, that IR also invoice receipts also will receive, right?
Sir,
Keep going. Yeah, Rabia.
Yes, sir, when we receive goods in the warehouse, then we will issue the enter the invoice.
Then
Pay for the invoice to the vendor. Otherwise, we will not.
okay, let me see both
So
of
is
you.
it something like the GRN? The GRN invoice has been done in the same process, like at the same time.
No. You never can be do same time. Yeah, there's always.
I mean same time when the GR is first. The delivered documents and the invoice comes at the same time. So one by one.
No. Nothing to do with the timing. Nothing to do with the sequence. It is see. You all are partially correct. Okay, Rabia, Srinivas, Mushfiq, partially. But if you replied the same answer in the interview, you will not be selected. Okay, so let me tell you. You know, I have already covered this in class. You know that. Okay, so there is a three-way matching process in SAP S/4HANA sourcing and procurement. The three-way matching is PO, GR, and invoice from the supplier. Okay. So when I am doing the invoice verification, means the invoice received from the supplier, I am verifying that invoice based on the PO and the GR. Then it is known as GR based invoice verification. Rabia, yaad aa gaya?
Okay, sir. Two-way matching. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
PO is equal to GR. matlab-
Exactly, because this is GR based. So whatever GR based, if I drop the GR based and I don't click this guy, then my invoice verification has nothing to do with whatever I have received or not.
Yes, sir.
Now you remember the three-way matching versus the two matching? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. I can do two-way matching, means PO and invoice. That's it. Then I don't need this. But if I put this one, then I need to do the three-way matching. Okay? Then only my invoice.
sir.
Clear now,
We will
Srinivas? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ravi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We will
Yeah.
match the quantity of the goods with the PO. And
Yes.
then,
Yes. Yeah.
yes, sir.
The quantity of the goods, we have to match it. And you know, the two things you have to match, Rabia, yeah, quantity and the price. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The price is
Quantity
also
and price.
changing. Yeah,
Yes,
price is
sir.
also. So
Yes,
quantity and the price, you check both, and then you do your three-way matching. And when you put this one, so what you are doing here, going back to this, this is very important for the interview, very important for the implementation. You need to ask this question in the workshop: which of the vendors you want to set it as a GR-based invoice verification? Yeah, which of the vendors you don't want to set as this one, and the client have no idea what you are saying. Then you have to explain to the client, hey, this is what it means in your business language. ठीक है, Rabia? You have to your ability to explain
Yes,
in a
sir.
business language. Yes. That is also important. Okay, one thing to know technically how to do. Second thing is to explain to the business why this is important for you. Okay.
But here, Tausif bhai,
Yes.
we did the matching. The primary points are basically the pricing and the delivery terms of those things, because the PO quantity or the delivery quantity may vary based on the partial delivery, right? So, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Then.
That's just so. So when we are matching the three-way, so some things which we need to match perfectly, like the price, delivery term, credit terms, those things, but the quantity may vary on the GR and the PO. But the quantity of the GR and in invoice should be same.
Okay,
But
very
when,
good. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep
so
going.
when we are doing a three-way matching in the three documents like PO, GR, and the invoice received from the suppliers, the price is same, because in the GR, the quantity between PO and the GR has may not be the same, but the GR quantity cannot be more than PO quantity until and unless there is any tolerance, right? But the invoice and the GR quantity has to be the same if they are submitting the bill invoice based on the GR, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, just wanted to clarify that one.
Okay. So again, partially right. Yeah. And I have to say that because otherwise you will take that as a Bible and then problem in the. Okay. So what happened is there. You're seeing my screen now. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So here is the quantity. Here is the price. Okay. So what happened is that if this is the quantity is 100 in the PO and the GR is 70 and the IR we have to received is 100 and if the price here is $2, yeah, and then the IR received is $2.5. Okay. Now you got the scenarios, Mushfiq. Yeah. Okay, so in the GR based invoice verification is whether you are putting a check mark here, yes or no. Okay, in the GR based verification, you are including this step mandatory. Okay, if you include this step mandatory, then you are, when the invoice received from the supplier, you are making sure that you are checking what is the quantity in the GR. If you don't make this as mandatory and you take this guy out, then the PO is 100 and I'm not checking my GR. I'm just jumping on the invoice received and I have 100 and 100 done. But if the moment I put this GR based invoice verification, then I have 170 and this 100 is wrong. I will ask supplier to give me for 70 or I will ask that for the debit note. Understood? The importance of the second step. Yeah.
Yes, but the thing is, without, I mean, can accounts payable or the supply chain receive a EIR or the invoice which is more than the GR quantity?
I always, yeah, because if the supplier is in the PO, you have sent a PO to the supplier for 100 units, yes, and supplier has given you 100, but the supplier has sent you a invoice for 100. What can stop the supplier to do that?
No, but then yes, nobody can stop supplier to send the I invoice with the more quantity of the GR, but the invoice should be processed only based on the GR quantity what has been received in the system, right?
Okay, Mushfiq, that again I'm saying is in the SAP. If
Mhm.
you click mark this, then it's mandatory. If you don't click mark this, then you go back here and you are saying that this is not mandatory. The option is available.
Understood.
Okay. How you putting this yes here? You're putting yes here because you are going here in the vendor master data and you are putting a check mark here. Yeah. Then only the system will stop you and say, hey, check the GR. If you don't check mark this, then this part is optional for you and you are just relying on the PO. Everybody understood now?
Yes, sir. We got it very well. The thing is, if we keep that mandatory, okay,
Mhm,
whatever the GR quantity we received, we are
mhm,
going to pay for that only.
mhm,
We are not going to pay more than that.
mhm. Exactly. Then you're controlling from here. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now say, Srinivas, what is the scenario? Then this is not required. Anybody? Rabia, Mushfiq, Afifa, Srinivas. What is the scenario? Because SAP has given you this scenario, so there is must be a scenario where you don't need this guy. Okay. Tell me, anybody here?
So we are going to pay more than that, whatever GR we received.
No. Why you will pay? The business will shut down if you keep paying more. I'm saying, what is the scenario where this is not required?
Sir, in consignment?
Consignment, there is no invoice coming, Rabia. Yeah, we are not waiting for the consignment invoice. Yeah, settlement is going on there. Agree? Yeah, in the consignment, the supplier is not sending you the invoice. Yes, the supplier, you whatever you are consuming, you are settling the payment. Yes, the consignment. Yeah, you're not waiting. This is the scenario where you are receiving the invoice from the supplier. Okay. Understood, Rabia?
Yes, sir.
This is receiving. In consignment, you don't receive invoice from supplier. Yeah. Okay, please. What is the scenario when you don't need the GR-based invoice verification? Yes, there is a scenario. I tell you.
Sir, for service PO?
No, service there is no GR. Ravi, I say it. Sir, मैं कुछ बता देते.
So you're saying where GR is not mandatory?
Sir,
No. Quantity
Sir,
received,
non-
Rabia. One second. Sorry, quantity received in the warehouse, but GR-based invoice verification is not required. I'm saying that. Physical quantity received. Yeah. Yes.
Sir, in
sir,
blanket PO.
So is it
So we
Tausif bhai,
trust
it's
the
mostly
supplier.
okay.
One by one. Okay. This is the last question that I'm closing today's discussion topic, like class.
Sir,
Last
I
question.
think
Okay, one by one. Yeah.
is it a non-validated stock?
Very good. Very good. Very good. I like that. Like that thoughts. Non-valuated. Rabia, what do you think about non-valuated stock? Do you really have to take care of what is
Yes,
coming
sir.
here? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just issue a PO for the cleaning supply or whatever stationery, and you don't have to wait for all the warehouse to do the
Yes,
GR.
sir.
Yeah, you just pay the payment, whatever is can. Yeah, yeah, it's a non-valued. Yeah, very good. See, Srinivas, you mind work today. Okay, good. Okay, Mushfiq, anything from your side?
So this is mostly used for like when you are importing like the customs duty or those things. The customs duties, or because those are not based on the any quantity. Those are just one time based on the PO, just to process the payments. Like when we are engaging any logistic import customs broker, the payments to the payments for the quantity he delivered to the factory or the locations, those quantity basically connected to the supplier, not to the customs broker. But when the customs broker is supplying us, I mean giving the service for like paying the custom duty, which is based to the governments, those are basically done based on the PR to IR directly. Though
Okay.
it has to be though it has to be received as a GR, I mean the system to process. But the quantity does not matter. It's based on.
Okay, understood. I understood, Mushfiq. Yeah, okay, let me clarify this part. I understood what you just said. I understood. Okay, types of invoice receipt. You need to be like, the reason I'm going, because I want all of you to be a great solution advisors. Okay, supplier, freight forwarder, then you have customs. Okay, you receive many types of invoices, Mushfiq. Okay, not one, many types. Okay, the one we are discussing here is about this one. Yeah, this one. Definitely for freight forwarder and customs, you don't need to go through the goods receipt again, because the goods receipt has already happened here. Yeah, the goods receipt has already happened here. For these guys, they are charging you for that particular PO, and that is a separate. You have to connect them when you enter the Miro. Ravi, you remember the Miro? Then you have to enter these guys and that one. Yeah, there's an option there for that freight cost and all those things. Yeah, customs cost.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, you can enter those costs there, so that all these three can be part of the same Miro. Yeah, connected to each other, so that the accounting guys have easy to do the cost accounting, because they know that all these things are connected to this particular PO. Yeah, so they want to make sure they're all connected to the same PO. So the PO, they will do that. So whatever the Miro invoice you have posted, they will make sure that these guys are also connected to the same invoice. Yes, so under the same PO. So that's why the costing is easy. Okay, that's one thing. Now, Mushfiq, for sure, this no GR is required here, but the discussion here is that for the supplier, when you need to make sure that you check the GR before the invoice, and when you don't need to check the GR before the invoice posting. Understood the question, Mushfiq? Yeah.
Yes.
Concept is clear or not? Ask me again, because these are the things. If it is not clear in this class, the whole life you will carry that doubt or assumptions. I tell you, which is not good for you. Yeah. Understood? Yeah. There are different types of invoice received, but you need to see the physical product is coming only from one guy, which is supplier. Yes. These are the truck guys. These are the customs guys. The truck guy don't charge you for the product. The customs guy don't charge you for the product. They are charging you for the services. But we need to make sure that we include all of that under the same PO invoice. Okay. Okay. So now Srinivas gave a very good example. Non-valuated stock. You don't have to. Accounts payable don't have to wait for that. They will just receive the PO and then they will do it. Okay. That's another one. The one we have, Afifa said blanket PO. Rabia, what is blanket PO? Afifa said blanket PO. What is blanket PO?
Afifa बताएं.
Batao, Afifa, what is blanket PO?
So small things that are purchased repeatedly.
Small things. See that the difference between Rabia, the difference between scheduling agreement and blanket. We will have this all in the special PO classes discussed in detail, but because that word came, so I want to get that schedule. What is the difference between these two? Is here you are giving the supplier a schedule, a delivery schedule. Yeah, agree? And here you are not giving a delivery schedule. Okay, understood? The difference between these two, same thing. You're telling them I need 10,000 units this year. Yeah, but along with that 10,000 units this year, yeah, you are giving a delivery schedule. I need 100 that's next month and this month and that month, whatever. Yeah, but here you are not giving any delivery schedule. Yeah, you are having a blanket PO, and then you have the supplier shipping you. Not tracking in the as per the delivery schedule. Yeah, so it is So now small things, little things, it depends, Afifa. You don't use the small things because it depends on the company. Yeah. What is a small thing for you may not be a small thing for other people. Yeah. Understood, Afifa? So that the small thing word is not a business language. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but going back to the blanket PO, can we avoid blanket PO for GR? No. Doesn't matter. The matter is valuated or non-valuated. Understood, Afifa? Yeah. If I issued a blanket PO for a laptop, do you think I'm going to just pay the payment because it is a blanket PO for laptop?
No, sir.
Okay. The importance is here the valuated, non-valuated. Yeah. How important is that to check here? Okay. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How was today's class? We will get on the Monday class and do some configuration here. But I just want to make sure that you have some good understanding. See, purchasing tab is the most important as sourcing and procurement consultant. We need to be very good in all these ones. Slowly, we'll cover all these ones. I tell you. That's why the Monday and Wednesday class will be very heavy class for you, because you need to know each and every one. You cannot say, oh, I don't know that one. No, as a consultant, you need to know each and every. I'm going to teach you all that, and you need to focus on that. See how many things here: ProAct, control profile, service-based invoice verification, subsequent settlement. You need to all learn these things. There's no way you can skip as a not required. Acknowledgement required. Do you remember Srinivas? Acknowledgement required was also part of the material master. You remember that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, now you know you can set acknowledgement required at the vendor level. Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
also at the material level. Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's very important to know that. Okay. Modes of transportation. Now you know that, hey, the purchasing group, you can not delegate, you can assign a particular buyer for a particular supplier. How? By purchasing group. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Like this particular buyer, this particular department is responsible for purchasing from this supplier. How you do that? From here, purchasing group. Yes?
Yes, sir.
You can set the planned delivery time here at the vendor level, and you can also set it at the material master level. Agree?
Yes, sir.
And you can also set it at the purchase info record level. Can you believe that? This is a very important thing. Planned delivery time. You all know planned delivery time. I covered in a lot of detail last time. Yeah. You remember all that? What is planned delivery time? You remember? Yeah. I assume you remember. Okay. So you know now the planned delivery time. I can set the planned delivery time at the material master level, or I can set it at the vendor master data. Okay, vendor master level, or I can set it at the purchase info record. We learn that on the Saturday or Sunday class. And what is purchase info record? Purchase info record is material master plus vendor master. Okay. So you can set this at all these three. Possibilities are there in SAP. Yes. For example, this particular material, yeah, doesn't matter who is the vendor. Then okay, you can put it here 5 days. But you say, no, that's not true. This particular vendor, all the items this guy ships is always take 2 weeks, 15 days. You can set it for that, because everything you buy from this guy, it takes 15 days. Understood, Srinivas? Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you can set it here then. I know this vendor is taking 15 days, so why bother maintaining the material master? I can set it here. Agree?
Yes, sir.
But if you say that this is the at SKU1 and SKU2, I have my planned delivery time from this same vendor. For this SKU1 is 5 days, and for this SKU is 10 days. Then what you will do? You cannot do that at the material or the vendor level. Can you understood now? Yeah. 2 SKUs I am getting from the same vendor. The vendor is same. Understood? Two
Yes, sir.
SKUs I'm getting from the same vendor, but the vendor is giving me SKU 1 in 5 days and SKU 2 in 10 days. So where should I go now? If I put here 5 days, then I have to put 5 here also, because this is my vendor master. There's no SKU here.
No.
Agree? Yeah?
Yes, sir. We have
So
to keep in the purchase info record.
Exactly. Now you understood the importance of these three working together in the master
Yes, sir.
data. We have covered this,
Yes,
we are covering this week, and then the weekend we are going to cover this guy. Yeah. And then we will go into the other two, which is source list, where we will preferred vendor, who is my preferred vendor, whom we have to block it. And then we have to go, the last one is quota arrangement. What is quota arrangement, Rabia?
Sir, if there are more than one suppliers for
Yes.
one material, then we will divide the
Mhm.
demand between.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
divide that into that. So, for example, if you have SKU 1, you are getting it from vendor 1, yeah, and you are getting it SKU 1 from vendor 2 also. Yeah, you have two vendors here, Rabia. You see, two vendors. Yeah, SKU 1 from the vendor 1, I am getting in 5 days. SKU 1 from vendor 2, I am getting in 10 days. Understood this? Yeah. Okay, so now you got the material vendor here combination. You see, combination. So now I got that. Now I'm saying that my preferred vendor is, let's say, V1. For example, I'm putting my vendor 1 as the preferred vendor. Okay, how you do that? In the source list. Agree, Rabia? I do that in the source list, my preferred vendor. Yeah. Okay. Then you say that if it is not there, let's say, then I want to give some of the volume to this guy also. So I am going to do 70% of the volume demand. I'm going to give to my preferred vendor, and 30% I just want to keep this guy some business, so that as a backup, as an alternative vendor. So I'm giving 30% of the volume to my alternative vendor, V2. You see how where I am doing this? In the quota arrangement. Understood why I am doing this? Because I don't want, if this guy, my preferred vendor, is someday not available or gone bankrupt, or something happened there in that country, war or something, I have to jump to my alternative vendor. But if I never do the business with that guy, he's not going to entertain me. Agree, Rabia? So I have to do some business with them, little bit business going on. Yes. Yeah,
Yes,
even
this is business strategy.
yes, this is the business strategy. This is known as supply chain resilience. Resilience means you are managing the disruption in the supply chain by having this supply chain strategy. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Srinivas, Mushfiq, understood this topic? I'm just trying to give you a little bit more detail here, but currently our focus is here. Once we are done with this, then our master data focus will be on these three. And by weekend we are done, and then we start doing the transaction area, purchase order, blah blah, like too many transactions. But the core, if you ask me the core, this is what the master data is. And of course we have completed the enterprise structure, but this is where you have to be very, very good in front of the customer. Okay, and now I can say that it's a 2 hours class. I thought 1 hour, but it will 2 hours, Once you start teaching, then I get some extra energy to teach.